Hi everybody. So, the gas saga. We are going away hopefully on Tuesday after I finish work and possibly to Monkey Tree Holiday Park to meet my sister who has a caravan. They've gone down there today. But we needed gas. We knew one cylinder had run out, so we had an empty one and we'd replaced it with our spare literally when we were at Park Farm, so we'd only stayed a couple of days, so the most we'd use that gas cylinder for was two days use. And so when I got the empty one out, I thought I'll just use the Truma, the little expensive checker that Sam hated me buying, and it was showing us the one we just replaced 2 days prior as showing us empty. So I had a bit of a mild panic, thinking, have we had a gas leak somewhere, what's going on? So we decided rather than spend money replacing two, we'd take back the one that we knew was empty because it had run out on us, and see replace the batteries on the Truma and double check the one that was showing us empty whether it actually is or not, because it can't possibly be. We've literally used it for 24-48 hours max. Very bizarre. So anyway, Sam went and got the new one, and basically he's done a little bit of a video now for you of what we discovered, which is kind of worrying really, but I'll let him fill you in.
Hello peeps. So we've got the Truma, to check the gas levels and things like this. So we've been having some problems with gas bottles. This one we couldn't tell whether or not it was empty. We did have two. So obviously when I turned it on, there's still gas in there. But the other bottle that we had, when you opened it, there was just nothing there. So that one was definitely empty. So I took that one back, changed it, and got this brand new one yesterday from a place in Stockport. And we want to check the levels basically. So get him a little Truma device, put it on the brand new bottle. I'll say put it halfway down the bottle. So as it's on, and it's beeping red. So it's not showing that any gas is in the bottle. Even if I put it down at the bottom of the bottle, it's still, oh, we've got a green one there. It wasn't green for a while, but keep getting the red. So that one, I've just no idea with that one. Red down at the bottom. Let's see now what it does. Still red. So this brand new one, let's try the levels again. And it is, so we've got red sort of about there on the bottle. We'll try it below the weld line, and we're getting red. So here's the Truma device. Changed the battery thinking, was it that? Because we've had it for quite a while and sort of relied on it. But we've just done some research then and looked at another video of how to check your gas bottles have got anything in. And someone said about putting hot water on the bottle to see, we'll look for the condensation line. So we'll give it a whirl on both bottles and see what it does. I'll pour a bit on. Basically, I just don't know if I'm getting done over by buying gas bottles now at what, 36 quid? Some places are 39 quid to get a gas bottle, and then I'm using my reader and it's not showing that there's any gas. So in a nutshell, you just don't know if you're being done over, do you? So apparently that takes a couple of minutes just to see if any kind of condensation line comes. I think I'm gonna get a tester that I put on the top. Oh, the wife is peeping at me through the window there like she does, thinking, what's he doing? What's he doing? But we'll give that a few minutes and then we'll come back to it. So we've put the warm water on and not seeing any kind of condensation line. So I've just gone and got the kettle and boiled some water so it's a bit hotter, and we'll see if we can get the condensation line to come. This one's brand new from yesterday, freshly filled. So we'll just give that basically a few more minutes now, and we'll see if we can see any kind of line. The next step is to weigh them. Apparently there should be a certain weight, 6 kilogram gas bottle. should be a certain weight when filled, so we'll check that. So let's have a look. So I'm not seeing any sort of condensation line at all on the bottles. On the new bottle, there's nothing. Persevering again with the Truma Ultrasonic. We are getting a reading now from below the weld line on the bottle. You know, oh, it's reading red again. It's been intermittent. Sometimes it reads green, sometimes it just keeps going straight to red, which is just red every time now. Go above the weld line, it's reading red. Go just below it, it's reading green now. So, you know, maybe 10 times we've gone constantly getting red, and then the odd time we go just below the weld line and it's reading green. Try it again. See if we get green, red. So I don't know if this is working. So if anybody's got any ideas, you know, then let us know. So this is the new bottle that we got yesterday from a place in Stockport, a caravan place, won't say the name, but this is the empty one, but we weren't sure if it was empty or not. And obviously we've tried the Truma and we'll try the weight. So the so-called empty one, we're looking at about, say, 8 kilograms, something like that. 8, it looks like 10 on there, but when it goes over the top it's about 8 kilograms. Yeah. So that's the so-called empty one. And this brand new one that we bought yesterday, 30 odd quid, 36 quid, when we weigh it, you know, we're sort of getting there, what, 12 and a half, 13 kilograms. So there is a complete difference in weights. Yet when we test it with the Truma, we're sort of getting the level below the weld line on the bottle, which really, you know, is it full? Is it not? Is that how it's meant to be? I don't know.
I don't think they're filling them full, not like they used to.
Yeah, they're not. When we use this device, we
get it above higher, don't we? We normally get a reading showing us full, more like here. But
and we're getting red. We'll try it again, and we're getting green.
It's only been filled to I think around this line here.
It's showing at the minute we're getting just reds all the time above the weld line of the bottle, and then we go below about here, green straight away. So the fill line on a brand new bottle is about an inch below the weld line of the bottle, which is, you know, we've had readings up here before, and even the man at the shop said, you know, so it's about 5 inches from the top, something like that, but clearly it's not. And you know, are we being had over?
Well, that last bottle that we bought,
Yeah.
we filled it when we went to Park Farm, didn't we?
Mm.
And it's almost empty, and it's, how can that be so, you know?
Yeah.
So clearly they're not filling them as full as they're supposed to. I don't know if it's to do with the shortage or what, but it's definitely not full.
I don't think it's the shop, because they're sent off, aren't they? So
yeah, I don't know. It just seems that we're getting them from the same place. They're not lasting as long, and they don't seem to be as full as they have done previously.
No, definitely
So
not.
I'm not
100%.
sure.
Let's try it again on the green. From above the weld line, it's just red, and then we'll go about an inch below the weld line, we're getting green. So still, again, we're looking like it's only full sort of down there.
And when you look on the internet, it says it should be 80 to 85% full. Not, that to me is under 50% full, but I might be wrong. But it seems very strange, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like we're being done on gas.
Yeah, we're being had over.
So
we'll see. It's worth doing a research, see what other people think out there, and
is this normal? Is it not? I don't know. I'm sure I used to remember we used to read green higher up when we first got that expensive device that Sam said. I was bonkers for buying. But
70 quid
to buy that Truma device. But it's to find out, isn't it?
I am going to buy a gauge for the top that I can screw into the bayonet fitting, get a different regulator, and see if we can go back to the old school with a dial rather than technology. And
we don't even use gas, do we, very much? We just use it for like cooking, and that's it. Because normally we're on sites with hookup. It's very rare we're off grid at the moment.
We are noticing we're emptying gas bottles really quick.
It seems abnormal, and that explains it. If when we're buying them from that same place, they're not full in the first place.
No.
And that's why they're not lasting long. But we might be wrong. We might have got this completely wrong. But I think we're being done over with gas. Personally, I feel they're not filling the bottles full. Not like they used to be anyway. Because when we
charging
first,
us more.
yeah, and charging us more. Because when we first got that reader, that Truma reader, I remember putting it on a full gas bottle and it being full about 85% of the way, and it was showing green. We've changed the battery. Don't know if you've said that.
Yeah.
We changed the battery on the reader in case it was that, and it's not that. It's the same. So yeah, are we being had? Are we being had, Sam?
Let's see.
Let's
Let's
see.
see.